Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a collective love reading for any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides and our angels what you don't see coming in. Are there any surprises for you? Is there new love coming? Is somebody going to catch you off guard? Is somebody going to surprise you? An unexpected surprise, maybe? Let's see what Spirit has for us. Let's see what our cards have. I do have some charms and some initials today. I have some evidence. So stick with me. Let's see what your guides have for you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. Let's see what our cards are saying. Let's call in our spirit guides now. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you need me to know? What is it that you want me to hear today? What don't we see coming? The unexpected. Expect the unexpected. Let's see what they have. Okay. Let me get these cards going here. Lots of energy back here. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. I am listening for you now. True acceptance, finding strength in unique views and growing together. I accept you for who you are. I love you for who you are. Okay, I'm not going to judge you. I know what I'm getting into, they're saying. So maybe you know right from the start that that's part of their personality. Maybe somebody warned you about something in particular. Got some jumpers back here. I have sturdy support, building a strong foundation with a combined effort. I have this working out together energy. So if that's something that you enjoy doing, this could be a partner that enjoys running with you, biking, going to the gym, hiking, so if you're very active, this person would be very active as well. It's something that we would do together. That's important. Spirit, please share with me. I have love stories, communicating and saying what needs to be said. I love that. Little bit of a love message there. Tough love and truth talk. So I'm going to go with this feeling of if I'm not honest with you, then I'm not honest with myself. And I do feel like this person has made other mistakes in the past. They don't want to make the same mistakes again. And part of the mistakes is maybe they weren't as open with their last relationship. And it was really, they felt it, the other person felt it. So I'm going to say they're going to try a little bit harder this time, only because they want more. They want to go deeper. They want a more successful relationship. They want to, be able to say, I'm really happy with my person. So I'm going to say true feelings. There's a sense of true feelings come out. There's a sense of, I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to try my hardest not to hold back if that's something that they struggle with. I have an ever after, happily ever after, growing old together. I love this. Having the fortitude to create a lasting love, a long-term all-in love. Boy, I think that that's what we're all manifesting. I think that Spirit's saying we hesitate to believe in it because sometimes it feels like it's unattainable, but it does exist. And I don't want you to forget that. There are a lot of people that find their person and stay together for and grow old together and really share a whole lifetime together. So it does exist. Spirit, please share with me. Tell me about this happily ever after. You guys know I believe in fairy tales. If you didn't see my fairy tale reading yesterday, it's on my page. Check that out. Lots of clues, lots of evidence. I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have a Nine of Pentacles. I have a King of Swords. And I have an Ace of Swords. I have to tell you, it was really about somebody strong, somebody having a determination to make something work, making a move. Okay. It is definitely a feeling of, expecting the call that you've been waiting for. Maybe you were hoping to hear from this person again, hoping to see this person again, hoping they call. That's kind of the feeling. There's this kind of, I can't get you off my mind with that Ace. My head is exploding. I can feel, I keep replaying all of our conversations. They're saying I keep replaying our night together. So some of you, did you have a night with somebody? Did you have a nice date that lasted a long time? So it feels like I keep replaying it over and over in my mind. So something is going on. And this person is, they are using the word forceful, but I don't feel like in a controlling or a harmful way. I feel like they are kind of full speed ahead, forceful. So I'm not afraid of this person, but they are going to be a strong personality. I do have this Knight of Pentacles, and I love this little oak tree. You can see it's got little acorns, and some of the acorns have sprouted there. This person, I feel like I want to give you this tree. I feel like I want to hand this to you and say, look at what I have to offer. You look at how this love could grow. Look at what we could have together. So the person who's really confident and says, well, this is the kind of life that we could have if we want it. It's up to us. So that's the conversation. I do feel like this person is very, very confident, maybe a little too confident, but I guess I'd rather have confident than somebody who struggles with their own identity. I mean, I think that I would much rather have confident. I have an Ace of Cups. I have to tell you, if this person isn't in your life yet, they are going to come on strong. They are going to, they're probably going to feel like they have feelings for you very, very soon, shortly thereafter. They're saying it was a chance meeting, because I'm asking like, okay, so how does all this start? They're saying it's a chance meeting. Very, very random. I'm going to say it that way. I don't even know if like you were introduced to this person or a friend of a friend. It could be a complete stranger. It really could be. Maybe we just started chatting. Maybe somebody who was just really nice and kind, the person you're talking to in line at Dunkin' Donuts. It feels like such a random reading. Meeting, I should say, in this reading. But it's a feeling of taking a step back and saying, is there such a thing as chance? Is there such a thing as a coincidence? Is there such a thing as this is random? Ooh, my hands are tingling. There's no randomness about this. This is somebody who's being put in your path because you're supposed to meet them if you haven't met them yet. I do recognize you, they're saying, so I'm going to say a soul connection. I love that. I have the wise one. Okay, a higher fan. Yeah, I'm going to say spirit has brought us together. I think for those of you, many of you certainly who follow me, that spirit's in control. That there's something else beyond us that has kind of control over all of this. But it is a feeling of spirit brought us together and God brought us together. So I think we both accept that. And I think we both are excited about that. I feel that we both acknowledge it. I would say it that way because it's too random. It's too, what are the chances? Okay. And I feel like that we initially can't get over that until we kind of put it into the spiritual realm and say, there's no coincidence. I no doubt in my mind I was supposed to meet you. Had I not gone there, had I not walked into that place, had I not listened to my intuition that said, go there today, go there tonight, I would never have met you. I have a Four of Swords. They're sharing with me this. It almost looks like a hermit. It almost looks like I'm coming out of my shell. There's a big shell there. I'm coming out of my shell after I've healed. I have, it's a little bit of I've returned to the real world. So maybe you took some time off. Maybe you took some mental time off and you just kind of tuned out for a little while and you're like, I don't want to be on the dating scenes. Maybe you got yourself off of dating apps. Maybe you just didn't care anymore. And you did hibernate a little bit. You did isolate a little bit. But you are coming. I mean, this is literally a shell. And there's this one little bird on the top. So a little birdie tells you, okay, it's time. It's time to come out of your shell again. It's time to get back out there in the real world. It's time to be active. It's time to be social. But you could have just said, screw it. I'm tired. I'm not doing it. I need a break from it all. I'm just, sick of the game and probably a much needed break. And that's, a good thing. But when you do come out of that shell, that's when they're saying good things start to happen. So I want that for you. I want those good things. Spirit, what do you have for us? Let's go into some, these are initials, but they're first letter and second letter of either a first name or a last name. They could be yours or even somebody on your mind. Okay. So I like to think these I put together, but I like to think they're a little bit more accurate. So it's almost like the spelling of a first name or a last name. So you kind of can sound it out. I just feel like this one really wants to jump. I have a D-O, H-A, another H-A, okay, J-E, Z-A, T-H, D-Y, B-A, R-O, J-E, E-R, G-O, P-A. Let's just do a couple more. I have A-L and I have a P-E. Okay. So for those of you, some of you that could definitely be connecting. Spirit, tell me a little bit about the personality. Tell me anything that you want me to know. I have married man. I don't think they're married, but I do feel like they enjoy the thought of having a family. There are people that like to be in relationships. Okay, there are people, believe it or not, there are people that, they want to create a family. That's something, as much as you may want it, your person is going to want it too. Otherwise, it's not your match. So if you want to create a family, if you want to have a home with somebody, you'd like to have a child because you haven't started your family yet, then the person whose spirit's bringing into your life wants those things too. If you have children already, this person would love you and love your children. So this person loves everything about a home and a family and being in a relationship. So I wouldn't be struggling with, this person is not a runner, Spirit's saying. This person does not run away from a difficult situation. This person knows it's hard work to be in a relationship, and they're looking for the right one as well. So I like this feeling of settling down, not settling, but settling down and being happy and being comfortable. That's a good thing. I have a builder, being stable, taking action, I did feel like they were a force. I did feel like they come on pretty strong. Maybe they see something in you that you're the person I definitely could see myself with. You're the type of person I would love to build a home with and have a life with. So they're not shy, Spirit's saying. This person is not shy. So a little bit of a, like I said, an unexpected call. Or expect the call from, if they said, can I have your number? Can I contact you? They will. Okay. It's not just a BS, like to stop the conversation. Like, well, give me your number and I'll talk to you one day, so they definitely want to call. So the call you've been waiting for, how about that? I'm in love. I'm enamored. I'm crushing hard. I'm passionate. I'm tender. I love the way that you look at me, and I love the way that I look at you. Kind of a star-struck love energy. So our eye contact is going to be very important. And I feel at home with you. Marriage, caring, soulmate, balanced. Yeah, I'm going to go with this home energy all around. Whether it's an emotional I feel at home or a physical home that I'm searching for with somebody or that I'm manifesting today with somebody. And again, they want the same things. Bottom of the deck, I have an ordinary guy. I always love this card. The nice guy, the nice girl, the person who just wants to be happy with somebody else. Okay. The person who's going to be good to you and kind to you. The person who doesn't play games, the person who wants to have a quote unquote normal life. And there's nothing wrong with this person. This person is not boring. There's something charming about the person who's steady and stable and shows up in life. So I feel like there's maybe they see themselves oftentimes as boring because they just want they don't have to travel the world. They don't have to be the center of attention, they're saying. They have very high self-confidence. They like the world that they've created for themselves. They probably work out, eat healthy, have a good job, have friends, have, close relationships with their family. They're saying they don't travel too far. They kind of stay within the vicinity of where they live. Not to say that they wouldn't, but they just don't have the opportunity to. And they're looking more to share their life with somebody on a day-to-day basis. I like that. I'll take day-to-day. Okay. Can we categorize it like that? Can we say that there's such a thing, that it's okay, that it's an everyday love? I mean, is that unacceptable? I don't think so. I think that's how we live. We live day to day. That's, we try to stay in the day if we can. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know about this energy? I always my vote is always for the nice guy, the guy next door. There's something about the guy next door, girl next door, even on the opposite side, you get, divine feminine energy that could be very high maintenance, very toxic, very dramatic, high anxiety all the time. Hey, I want the divine feminine who's nurturing and caring and loving and has lots of friends and hugs everybody and, enjoys being home with a good book. And, I want somebody who just is kind of, I don't want to say slow paced, but isn't crazy paced either. So it could be on both sides. We're both looking for that kind of normalcy. I have the number 12. I have a bridge. Is there a bridge that connects us? Do I have to cross a bridge, a highway, an overpass to get to this person? These are always good clues. I always think of bridge, a river. They're saying like crossing over the river. So this person could live on the other side of a river. But it's also this feeling of something that connects us. So what connects us? Common interests. They're saying things like movie buffs. We're both movie buffs. So maybe we are like, we like to go to we like to watch movies, I'm sure, at home, but I think we like to go to the movies and see like movies that come out on the big screen. Like that's something I still really, especially the big blockbuster ones. So I think this person is probably, I feel like I want to say action adventure, kind of like the real wild movies with lots of action. So maybe I just like going to the movies. Could be a first date. I have the number 11, Judgment card, a total transformation. Starting with a clean slate. I'm coming out of my shell. I'm giving love a try again. I am getting myself back out there. I am trusting the universe. And then lo and behold, here comes this random meeting. Here comes this chance meeting. So had I not given myself that opportunity to come out of my shell, we wouldn't have met. I have the number 15, this big bear, boss, CEO. I do feel like this person is strong. I would say that. They're saying affluent, muscular, financial, strong, protective. So this person has, even though they are kind of the ordinary guy, they have all these very strong divine masculine energies within them. And I have the number 3 and a ladybug. Look for a ladybug. So that's a good clue. Balanced, good health, wishes are coming true. The birth of a daughter. They have a daughter. You have a daughter. The number 3 is your daughter, 3 years old. Are you having a daughter in 3 years? Spirit just said. So you could meet somebody today, settle down with somebody, and you could be having a child in 3 years. And I know you guys are going to spam my comments, like saying, if I have a child in 3 years, it's immaculate conception. But no, that's not what they're asking for. Let me get some other clues. Let me just see if they have a couple other clues. Then we'll get to the charms. I have a divine connection. I know that you were sent by spirit, stars and moons all aligning, influencing social media, chance meeting on social media. That happens a lot. A lot of people meet each other in a chat somehow, and they go off and chat like privately. Can I message you? I have a Taurus. I have music industry. I like movies, music, concerts. Okay, those things I would like. I like cats. I could have a cat, little black and white cat, little tuxedo cat. I have a Virgo energy. I have fireworks. I definitely am feeling it. I hope you are too. I have a cruise. That feels like a honeymoon. It does. It feels like our first real vacation together. I have at work. Did we meet at work? Are we crossing paths at work somehow? New person working in the same building. Somebody coming into a building, an elevator ride, and meeting in the lobby. I have Gemini. I have a chef. I'm a good cook. I love to cook. Am I involved in the restaurant industry? That's a good place. Feels like a good clue also. Am I involved in any kind of food industry? Am I a chef, a baker? Do I manage a restaurant? Am I employed at a restaurant or hospitality? Meeting through a friend. I'm feeling more chance meeting, but some of you could meet that way. I have chill vibes. There's my feeling of I'm just kind of normal. I don't have to be the center of attention. I'm pretty strong and self-confident. I don't need the ego, rub. I don't need somebody telling me how great I am. So more than likely, they would probably sit back and watch and kind of check people out. I could see that happening, being a people pleaser and a people watcher, something like that. I have a military, somebody's family, possibly connected, like I came from a military family. I have Sagittarius. Let's get two more. I have children. That came into me as a joint family. Okay. Somebody has one child, maybe somebody else has a couple. So it's a combined family, mixed up, lots of kids, and we just make it work. Lots of monkeys. They have these monkeys. What was this toy? What was it? Something monkeys. Yeah, they all kind of connected together. I forget what it was. And I have a Capricorn. It was definitely a toy when I was growing up. A barrel of monkeys. Like I just saw the barrel. I just saw the barrel pop in. All right, let's get some charms. Let's see what they want for you. I also have some numbers. I want to do some numbers today. So let me do the numbers as well. Let me zoom in. Let me do this. Just gonna pause for one second. Okay, I had to pick up the the other thing that fell on the floor, the little holder. Otherwise, we wouldn't have something for our charms. So that's why I had to pause. Okay, so here are some numbers. These numbers could be ages. They could be the date of the month. They could be birthday dates. So they definitely could connect to you somehow. So we'll grab a couple of numbers today, something a little different. I have the number 19, 19th of the month. That's tomorrow. Expect a call. Okay. I have 80. That felt for a second there, it was almost like I wanted to say my mother just turned 80. Somebody just had an 80th birthday. So it felt like a celebration more than anything. I have the number 71. I have 11, November. I have the number 29. I have a 34. They're saying age difference now. I have 14. So we have some kind of age difference. I have 45. I have another 11. So I'm going to put these together. 11, 11. How good is that? And then I have these, I'm going to call them blank. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 blanks. So I'm going to go with the number 7. And then I'm going to go with this. This is a blank also, but it's a different color. So I feel like I want it to be a freebie. If you got one of the other numbers right, maybe it was your age. This could be a freebie for your person's age. So I'm just going to say it's a freebie number. So if you need a freebie number for some reason, or you want it, grab it. Okay, so there we are. We have 1111, little angel visiting us. And let's see what our charms are saying. We'll get a couple more clues. Please remember to hit that like button. Say thank you. Subscribe. I would love for you to join us. I would love for you to be on board. Get the updates every time I upload. Spirit, please share with me. Let's get a scoop. Let me see. I'm going to go over here. And that's a lot of charms, but that's good. Okay, what is this? These are long ones. So I have Capricorn. This looks like Sagittarius. Okay. This feels like it's a cup, but it's coming into me more like an Ace of Cups. It's coming into me as It has grapes on it, so it was almost like fruition, kind of waiting for that love to grow, like a good wine, waiting for that grape to ripen on the vine. So I'm going to go with this feeling of love grows, in this kind of Ace of Cups energy. So that I like. And I have a beautiful rose. Okay. There was something about the petals. It was almost soft as a petal. Maybe a really soft skin. Maybe this person, when they touch you, they're like, I can't believe how soft your skin is, so silky, soft, like a petal, like a rose. So there was this sense of something about your skin and them telling you that it's the softest skin they've ever felt. So maybe you do have really soft skin or they have really soft skin. But soft like a petal is how it came into me. That was nice. I have a broom. I'm going to go with this feeling of sweeping away the past. That once and for all, there's something about this person that allows you to move on completely. Not that you were holding on to something, but there's nothing to hold on to. That everything ahead of you is so much better. That there's something about this connection that just really allows you to say, I just want to focus on my future with this person, just sweeping away. There's a sense of sweeping away the past. Some people can really help you with that. And others, you bring out some kind of wounds and bring out triggers. But I think it's the opposite. I feel like this person, it's like life is good and I'm not looking back there anymore. There's nothing there. I have a 0. Okay. I have a Christmas tree celebrating Christmas. We could both celebrate Christmas. That could be a good clue. I love Christmas. I do have a little witch. I'm going to say it's more along the lines in a teasing energy. They notice that you watch tarot card readings on YouTube. And they're like, that's a little witchy, isn't it? That's a little spooky, isn't it? Or for us. So a little spooky, so they could be, kind of hesitant and I don't know anything about it, but if you like it, great. I think a lot of people are like that. They just don't know anything about this world. I have this beautiful flower. Okay. That came into me like a flower garden. It was just, maybe you like to garden. Maybe your flowers are in full bloom right now. Maybe that's something that you really enjoy. I do have a bag. Okay. That is coming into me as the person who has so much stuff in their bag, they could survive with what's in their bag. They could be like stranded in the woods for a week and they could survive. So it's like, what is in there? You say to your person, go in my bag and just find my glasses. And they start digging and they're like, you're kidding, right? There's glasses in here. So for those of you that have a bag that you could survive a week in the woods, living out of but it feels like a joke. It feels like you just carry everything that you think you're going to need. And even what you think anybody else might need, they're saying. So you're prepared, they're saying. You are prepared with whatever is in that bag. That's funny. So you guys know who you are. I have a camera. I love to take pictures, whether it's on your phone. I have lots of pictures on my phone. I like to post things. I'm very active with pictures. I take pictures of my kids, my grandkids. So somebody who loves to take photos. So that would be a clue. And I have this beautiful heart coming in. And then I have a love of music again. But I don't necessarily feel like I play music. I'm leaning in the direction of live concerts, that it could be a particular type of band or a band that I love to see. But I do like live entertainment, and I do, if I attend things or go places, it would be to go see a concert. Okay, so I feel like this person's very avid concert goer. Okay, so if that's something that you enjoy, that may be something that you guys do together. Okay, so that could be a really good clue as well. Spirit, what else do you have for us? So let's do, what do we want to do? Do we want to do timeline? Do we want to do, let me just see what kind of soul. I like these cards. Let's just do a couple of these, and then we'll do some timeline. Okay. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you want us to know from this soul connection? A deep connection. Deepen your connection by exploring each other's inner world. Share your dreams, your fears, your aspirations. Build a bond that goes beyond the surface. This was a builder. This was somebody who wanted to settle down, settle in, build a home. Okay. So I could see this person not being afraid of sharing their feelings, wanting to get as close to you as possible. Nothing to be afraid of here, Spirit's saying. So nice. A courageous love. I love courageously by taking emotional risks. Share your vulnerabilities, express your deepest feelings, trust in the strength of your relationship. I do feel that. I do feel like I've never loved this deeply. And I also feel like, what do I have to lose? Because what did they say a minute ago? A day-to-day love. Okay, that I'm accepting this love every day, and every day it's here, and every day I embrace it, and every day I keep jumping into it. So yeah, that's courageous. This is not a runner. If you have somebody in your life that's playing games and pulling back and doing all that, that is not this person. This person is not a runner. This person wants a relationship. They want to settle down. An intuitive bond. Strengthen your intuitive bond by being attuned to each other's needs. Pay attention to nonverbal clues, trust your instincts, and respond with care and understanding. I can read you. I know what you're going to say before you say it. I was just thinking that. I can't believe you just said that. So you are going to connect to this person on a more intuitive level. You are going to have shared experiences, Spirit just said, as far as those intuitive moments. So I think that you'll both recognize, like, wow, I've never been this connected to somebody. So I think you're going to enjoy that aspect of it. Spirit, when? That's always the question. When is this call coming in? Expect the call that you have waited for. And then they had said earlier on, it was long-term, all in love. Okay, so we want that. I have this month. And then that compass, follow that inner guidance. I have July. There will be fireworks. Could be a birth date month. I have next full moon. I have sooner than expected. I always like sooner than expected. I always like when I least expect it, or what did they say? A chance meeting starts it all. So I'm going to put this out into the universe. It feels beautiful. If it's not in your life today, we're going to claim it and own it and ask Spirit to guide this to us now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you all for being here. Comment below and claim this energy that it's yours. I hope that Spirit brings you this kind of love, or what did we say? The nice guy, the nice girl next door. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind comments. I do read them all. They encourage me. They keep me going. They keep me motivated. If you are interested in a private reading, please visit my website, kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you liked your reading, and we'll see you again real soon.